Happy New Year to you. I'm meteorologist Vin Crosby from the Weather Show at Vin Crosby on YouTube. We keep cranking out the videos. And this one's going to be a fun one as we end the decade and start a new decade. My favorite thing to talk about is snow. And the snow is going to be flying up in the mountains. It's going to be a great end to the season as far as snow and a great beginning to the new year as far as snow. For the mountains, not so much the Treasure Valley, as you'll see, but I do think dangerous travel conditions will be around the Gem State, back down towards Mountain Home, perhaps, Twin Falls, and getting down towards Utah. So I broke down a very detailed forecast and an incredible, very creative, I'm very proud of it, snow forecast for, let's see, I got Brundage, a Bogus, Tamarack, and Sun Valley, and a very creative thing. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet to the Weather Show with Vin Crosby on YouTube, please do so. Just hit that link down below. Give me a like. If you want the alerts to see anytime my videos are going to be posted and you want to check it out, just hit the bell, and that will alert you when a video is going to be posted and all that good stuff. Without further ado, let's get right to the maps because I've got a lot to talk about in this one. All right, this is the forecast model that will take you right on in through much of New Year's Day with snow totals. That's what you're looking at here. These are accumulations of snow, and those reds, yellows, oranges, even some purples showing up on the map. That's a lot of snow. That's what's going to be coming on down in the overnight hours of New Year's Eve, going through the first day of 2020. Back up into the central areas of the mountains, you can see tremendous amount of snow. Notice where the heaviest amounts are, north of Boise, getting on up into Valley County, back up just to the northeast of Baker City. The system with all the heavy precipitation is going to move in from north, dropping down to the south and southeast. And if you look closely, you can see that accumulation taking place from the top left-hand side of your screen, dashing down towards the right lower corner. Now, with this heavy snow, I want you to also notice that the snow drops down across the Magic Valley. If you are planning New Year's Eve to travel east of Boise, look out for some snowy conditions going in through the early morning hours. And then also notice not a whole lot falling in the Treasure Valley, if any at all. Most of the temperatures are going to be above freezing, and the atmosphere, the column, is not going to be thick enough to support the cold air to give us snow. So we are going to see snow in the higher elevations. Later on, as we get a push of cold air, the Owyhee Mountains get into it. Northern Nevada gets into it. You can see slick travel across Interstate 84 in eastern Idaho. Not a great night to be traveling in central and eastern areas of Idaho. Going on back towards, let's go in for a closer look. You can see exactly where this snow is going to be falling in southwest Idaho. Also notice some of these snow totals that are in here. You got some reds, oranges, up towards the purples. That's 8 to about 14 inches of snow, and we do see some of that falling. And also in the green, from 3 to 8 inches of snow, we see that falling too across the region. So you can see there is a little bit of a band that kind of forms in Boise County, and then that drops down just east of Boise, down towards the south and east. And now let's check out specific snow totals for our ski areas. And let's start you off up around the west central mountains, up around our friends at Brundage. And this is by Wednesday, 5 o'clock in the morning. So the system's moving on in. All that energy is going to start swinging in more precipitation. And by 5 a.m. Wednesday on the Brundage snow stick, yeah, you could have 9 inches of fresh new snow piled up, ready to go as you hit the day on Wednesday. But the snow is going to keep coming down as we go throughout the day. We are going to see bands of snow come in, and then it's going to taper off. But the heaviest coming in overnight, New Year's Eve, probably New Year's Day around, say 1 in the morning and 5 in the morning. But by Wednesday afternoon, we're going to have, look at that, more snow as it kind of moves on through. We'll get maybe up near 14 inches of snow by Wednesday afternoon. And then it's going to keep coming down in some snow shower activity that will be, hit and miss. So as we go on in through the evening hours going towards the morning hours of Thursday by 5 a.m., I do think Brundage will pick up anywhere between 15, 17 inches of snow right in that time frame, that amount. So I think that's where we'll be. Of course, they get that light, fluffy, powdered snow, and boy, it turns out to be just great, doesn't it? And just down a ways in Donley, my good friends over at Tamarack. This is just looking to be a great year, ski year wise, for the end of winter break. You can't ask for anything any better. By 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning, Tamarack snow stick will start to pile up with some snow coming on down across the region. And I do like them too. After midnight going in towards 5 a.m., getting an abundance of snow. Where most areas around Tamarack, Cascade, Donnelly getting up around 8 inches of fresh new snow coming on down in the overnight hours. Throughout New Year's Day, and Happy New Year's, by the way. Boy, looking for a great New Year's for this weather show with Vin Crosby here on YouTube. But by 5 p.m. on Wednesday, the snow continues to come down. It should start tapering off a little bit in the afternoon hours, but still dumping more snow, fresh snow at the ski resorts and Tamarack. We're pushing up around 11 inches of snow. So looking pretty good there as we go on in through much of Wednesday by 5 p.m. Some areas could have a foot of snow on the ground. So it looks like it's going to be great going up and carving some turns up around the Tamarack area. And boys, we keep the snow shower activity pretty abundant with this system. It's got a lot of energy. I think as we go on in through 11 p.m. on Wednesday night, still the snow stick will accumulate some more snows, and we'll bring it up, probably up around, a couple more inches of snow, going up between 12, 14 inches of snow by 11 p.m. on Wednesday night at Tamarack. Bogus Basin. My good friend Rob is going up there with his son, and they've been having a great time. Said the snow's pretty good. Watch out for patches of ice, though. He bought the farm with one patch of ice. But looks like some fresh snow's coming up there. 5 a.m. Wednesday morning, look at the snow stick. We're going to bring, I think, around a half foot of snow up to the Bogus Basin area. Again, the heaviest snows will be overnight tonight, going in towards around 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's when it really will start coming down. Some peaks could have more than this, but this is around the base of Bogus Basin. As we go on throughout the morning hours by 11 a.m., check this out. We're going to add more snow to that snow stick. And I think many areas be in the morning hours, so be careful going up there, getting steady snow. And I like up around 9 inches of snow, maybe as high as 10 inches of snow going in towards 11 a.m. in the morning. And then most of the heavy precipitation pressing off, but it is still going to snow. And by 5 p.m. Wednesday afternoon, we are looking pretty good with maybe up near, are you ready for this? Almost a foot of new snow. A foot of new snow for your New Year's Day going into Bogus Basin. Yeah, that's a great start to the ski season, isn't it? And then the snow continuing to go on in through Wednesday night, on and off Thursday morning. Over in Sun Valley by 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning, the snow will take its time getting there. I think it'll really start to be coming down around this time, 5 a.m. Wednesday morning. And about 4 inches of snow should be on the snow stick at that time. But the abundance of snow between 5 and 9 a.m., it looks like, over there by Sun Valley. So as we go throughout the day, and as we get in towards the afternoon hours by 5 p.m. on Wednesday, I think the snow stick will make a jump up to around 10 inches of snow in the Sun Valley area. So you'll see that right there, 9-10 inches of snow, and then the snow will keep on coming down as we go through the afternoon hours, and then it'll start to gradually taper off over there by Baldy, and by 11 p.m. at night, I think we'll add a few more inches of snow to the snow stick over there by Sun Valley, and I like the snow coming down to, say, around 14 inches, getting close to 14 inches of snow out around by Sun Valley. So there you have it with our snow totals for the ski areas. How about the local areas, and how much rain is going to be coming down in the Treasure Valley and how much snow is going to be on the roadways I-84 going down towards the Magic Valley. That could be a lot, that coming up. All right, as you can see, a lot of snowfall coming on in across much of Idaho and eastern Idaho, portions of Wyoming, northern Utah. Let's go and check out some of the roadways and some of the heavier amounts of precipitation that will be coming our way across the region. This powerful storm system will be moving on in overnight, and you can see there are tremendous amounts of reds, oranges, and yellows. But check this out. Snow levels will drop into the foothills and some areas going down into the higher elevations along Interstate 84 will have snow, especially around Mountain Home down towards Buell and getting down towards the Twin Falls area. Back up around Boise, as you can expect, in the foothills, as we talked about with our ski snow totals. Bogus Basin will get in the mix, but check this out. This is around 21. Yeah, going up just out by Lucky Peak. Snow on the roads going into those hilly terrained areas. So watch out if traveling this New Year's Eve night for slick conditions. Then you can see the snow totals coming in around Bogus Basin, getting in, overnight tonight, well to 1 to 3 inches, maybe a little bit more in some spots in the evening hours. Now, this will go until about 11 p.m. tonight. That's what this time frame is. And as we continue along, you can see the snow really starts to pick up in intensity as you go across some areas of the Gem State, especially back up towards the north. If you're going around the Horseshoe Bend area, watch out. Slick conditions on the hill before you get down in the valley towards Horseshoe Bend, with probably an inch of snow coming down on the roadways. Temperatures are going to be flirting just above freezing, so not terribly confident we'll see a lot of slick roads around the Horseshoe Bend Hill in the evening hours. Very confident we'll see slick roads, though, from Banks on north to Cascade, Donnelly, and McCall. About 1 to 3 inches of snow easily on the ground going in towards around 11 p.m. tonight, New Year's Eve, and then going on up as you continue along 55 to maybe 4 inches of snow coming down with blinding conditions as far as snow, blinding visibilities. Garden Valley getting into the whole snow mix as well, as you would expect. There will be some snows here too. Higher elevations just off the valley floors, again getting that 2 to 4 inch range going in to around 11 p.m. or midnight tonight. As you continue going up towards the north along Interstate 55, we are going to look at some heavy snow totals here as well. And you can see there's a lot of reds, oranges, and yellows as we continue going up towards Cascade. That's about 5-6 inches of snow in some spots in those higher elevations, darker shades of orange as we go along 55. Right down in the Long Valley area, though, we're looking at anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow by 11 p.m. tonight. Some areas will get in that 2 to 4 inch range. Again, low visibilities as far as driving conditions. And remember, with the heavy snows, you don't want to use high beams. Always use low beams. Light will reflect right back into your eyes with the high beams. Back up towards Donnelly, getting up towards Cascade, Lake Fork. You're going to get into that 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inch range of snow coming down by 11 p.m. tonight. You can see up around McCall and those darker shades of oranges and yellows across Payette Lake, going over back towards Brundage. Heavy amounts of snow around New Meadows as well. So it will be a winter wonderland overnight tonight, ending 2019 and starting 2020. We can see that the higher elevations in east areas of McCall, that's up there around Boulder Lake, one of my favorite places to go to in the summer, and I will be posting that video of some fly fishing up there coming up on the weather show at Vin Crosby probably in the next couple of days. But boy, look at that. That's just a lot of snow across the region. All right, let me go and I want to change some of that visibility. I think I already did that, the opacity. And you can see back towards Haley, Sun Valley, getting up into the higher elevations over there by the Sawtooth. Heavy snows. Again, this coming in by 5 a.m., 11 p.m. tonight. eastern areas of Idaho getting into the heavy snows too with this, again, by 11 p.m. tonight. So lots of heavy snows, treacherous travel conditions across Interstate 15, back over towards Idaho Falls, Pocatello, and then down towards Salt Lake City, going along Interstate 84 around the Snowville area. You too will experience heavy snows in that region. All right, let's go and check out the rest of the snow total forecast across the region. Now I'm going to bump things to 11 a.m. So I just messed that all up. I thought I was at 11 p.m. That was overnight tonight until 5 a.m. So now this is 11 a.m. Still some snow coming on down, but most of the heaviest stuff coming on overnight tonight after midnight going through the 5 a.m. hour. Not a whole lot of snow coming down across Idaho 21, US 21, but you can see the higher elevations will have snow on the roads by Idaho City. And then back up as we go in towards just say north of the Boise area, we'll start to see tremendous amounts of snows in the higher elevations with scattered snow showers. But by this time going in towards 11 a.m., most of the heavy precipitation will have moved off towards the east. And so this is the lingering snow totals that have probably already fallen. Cascades still, this is an addition to what we showed you earlier. And so when you go through these regions and you see the snow totals and the stuff I'm pointing to on the map, that's in addition to the previous 6 hours. So this is going from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. And so you get another 4 inches in some spots, falling down on top of already 5 to maybe 8 inches of snow that had already been on the ground. So some areas are going to get up over 14 inches of snow when this thing is all said and done, especially in the higher peaks across the region. You can see back up towards McCall, Idaho City. Pretty good snows coming down, about 1 to 3 inches in the area. So be safe on the roadways. Happy New Year to you. And boy, we are just very, very thankful that we're getting some precipitation. And of course, the ski areas are going to be loving it because of the new great snowpack that is going to kick off 2020. Well, that's it. Be safe on the roadways and happy New Year. We'll see you next decade.